Friends, have you ever felt frustrated because you understand some English, but speaking it feels impossible? Or maybe you want to improve quickly, but you don't know where to start? You are not alone. Millions of learners face the same challenge every single day. But here's the good news. There are proven strategies that can transform your English, step by step, and help you speak with confidence. In this video, we will share 8 powerful strategies, starting from speaking every day, to listening effectively, to thinking in English, and staying consistent. Each strategy is explained clearly with practical steps you can start applying right away. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete plan to improve your English and a boost of motivation to start practicing today. Let us start with the first strategy. Speak every day. Speaking English every day is one of the most powerful ways to become fluent. Many learners wait until they feel ready, but confidence comes from action. When you speak daily, your brain trains itself to think faster in English. Even 5 minutes of practice each day can create powerful results over time. You can talk about your daily routine, describe what you see around you, or explain your plans for tomorrow. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. Every mistake you make is a lesson helping you improve. When you speak often, you become more comfortable with new vocabulary. Your pronunciation improves slowly as your mouth gets used to English sounds. Daily speaking reduces fear and builds confidence step by step. It helps you stop translating from your native language and start thinking directly in English. You can practice alone, with a friend, or by recording yourself. Speaking out loud strengthens your memory and reinforces what you learn. Over time, your sentences will become longer and more natural. You will express your ideas more clearly and with less hesitation. Consistency is more important than speaking perfectly, so speak every single day. Even on the days you feel tired, speak anyway. Even when you feel shy, speak anyway. Because growth happens through repetition. And repetition builds mastery.
Let's continue with strategy 2.
Practice listening every day is one of the most powerful ways to improve your English. Before you can speak fluently, you must train your ears to understand clearly. Listening helps you recognize pronunciation, rhythm, and natural expressions. At first, English may sound very fast. It may feel like native speakers never pause. Sometimes, all the words seem connected together, and that can be frustrating. But do not give up. Your ears simply need consistent training. When you listen every single day, your brain slowly adapts to the sounds. You begin to recognize common words more easily. Then sentences start to make sense. Then conversations become less stressful. Even 10 or 15 minutes a day can make a big difference over time. Choose content that matches your level so you can understand most of it. If something is difficult, pause it, replay it, and listen again carefully. Try repeating what you hear to improve both listening and pronunciation. Write down new words and review them later in your notebook. The more English you hear, the more natural it will feel. If you practice listening every day, one day you will notice you understand without translating. Let us talk about the third strategy. Use the shadowing method is one of the most effective ways to improve your English. It means listening to a native speaker and speaking along with them at the same time. You try to copy their rhythm, their pronunciation, and their intonation. At first, it may feel strange and a little difficult. You might stumble over words or speak slightly behind the audio. That is completely normal. Do not be discouraged. With consistent practice, your timing will begin to improve. You will start to sound more natural and more confident in your speech. Shadowing trains your brain to process English faster. You begin thinking in English instead of translating in your head. It strengthens both your speaking and listening skills simultaneously. You can use podcasts, YouTube videos, or audio lessons for shadowing. Start slowly. Repeat each sentence several times until you feel comfortable. Then increase the speed gradually to match the native speaker's pace. Pay attention not only to words, but also to the tone and emotion in their voice. Try to mimic gestures, facial expressions, and pauses if possible. Recording yourself while shadowing helps you compare and correct your pronunciation. The more you practice shadowing, the closer you get to natural English speech. Shadowing builds confidence because you hear and speak English at the same time. If you do it daily, in a few weeks you will notice huge improvement in fluency.
Let us proceed with strategy 4. 4. Learn sentences, not just words. Learning full sentences is far more effective than memorizing single words. Words alone often leave you confused, unsure how to use them in real conversation. When you learn sentences, you see how words fit together naturally. You begin to understand grammar without studying boring rules separately. Sentences show context and make meaning clear. For example, instead of learning eat, learn I eat breakfast every morning. This way, you remember both the word and how to use it correctly. You can practice repeating these sentences out loud to strengthen your speaking. Write them down in a notebook and review them daily. Try to make variations. Change the subjects, change the verbs, change the objects. This helps you build flexibility and expand your vocabulary naturally. Listening to native speakers using these sentences makes it even easier to remember. You start thinking in complete thoughts, not isolated words. Over time, your speech becomes smoother, more fluent, more natural. Sentences also teach common phrases, idioms, and everyday expressions. This helps you understand conversations better and speak more confidently. When you practice sentences daily, you notice a huge improvement in your fluency. Even short sentences, repeated and reviewed, create powerful results. Focus on meaningful sentences that relate to your life, your work, or your dreams. If you commit to learning sentences instead of just words, your English will grow faster than you ever imagined. Let us proceed with strategy 5.
Writing and reading out loud is a powerful way to improve both your speaking and your memory. When you write in English, your brain focuses on spelling, grammar, and sentence structure. Reading your writing out loud helps you practice pronunciation at the same time. It connects your eyes, your brain, and your mouth all together. At first, it may feel slow or even awkward. You might stumble over words or mispronounce some phrases. That is completely normal. Every learner goes through it. Even short paragraphs read aloud daily make a huge difference over time. Try to write about your day, your goals, your dreams, or your challenges. The more you write, the more your vocabulary grows naturally. When you read out loud, you train your tongue and lips to form English sounds correctly. It also strengthens your listening skills because you hear your own pronunciation. Recording yourself reading aloud allows you to notice mistakes and improve. Over time, your speech becomes clearer, smoother, and more confident. Even 5-10 minutes a day, consistently, can create amazing results. You can combine writing with listening to reinforce learning even faster. Focus on complete sentences, not just random words, for better fluency. Use a notebook dedicated to English so you can track your progress. Celebrate small improvements every time your reading sounds more natural. If you write and read out loud daily, your English will grow steadily and powerfully.
Let us continue with strategy 6.
Thinking in English is one of the most important steps to fluency. Many learners translate from their native language before speaking, and it slows them down. When you start thinking directly in English, your speech becomes faster and more natural. At first, it may feel challenging, and your mind may resist. You might catch yourself translating in your head over and over again. That is completely normal. It happens to everyone. Start with simple thoughts, like describing what you see around you. Say it in English silently or even out loud. Gradually, move to thoughts about your plans, your feelings, and your ideas. Ask yourself questions in English and answer them in English too. You can narrate your day to yourself. I am making breakfast, I am going to work, I am learning English. This trains your brain to use English naturally. The more you practice thinking in English, the easier speaking becomes. Your sentences will flow without hesitation, without mental translation. It strengthens both your speaking and listening skills at the same time. Even short daily exercises of thinking in English create powerful results. You can also label objects around you and think their names in English. Describe actions and feelings in English to expand your vocabulary naturally. Little by little, your mind adapts, and English becomes a natural part of your thoughts. If you commit to thinking in English every day, speaking it will feel effortless and fluent.
Let us proceed with the 7th strategy.
Record yourself. Recording yourself speaking is one of the most effective ways to improve your English. When you speak and record, you can listen to yourself and notice mistakes you didn't realize before. At first, it may feel strange or even a little embarrassing. That is completely normal. Every learner experiences it. The key is consistency, not perfection. Listen carefully to your pronunciation and compare it to native speakers. Notice words that are hard for you and practice them repeatedly. Recording helps you track your progress so you can see how much you improve over time. Even short recordings, just 1 or 2 minutes, are very helpful. You can read aloud or speak freely about your day, your ideas, or your dreams. When you replay your recordings, pay attention to your intonation, rhythm, and stress. Try to imitate natural speech patterns, just like native speakers. Recording also helps you gain confidence because you hear your own voice getting stronger. Over time, your pronunciation improves and your sentences sound more fluent. You can create a folder of recordings to track your daily progress. Listen to old recordings and compare them to new ones to celebrate improvement. Recording trains both your speaking and listening skills simultaneously. It helps you notice gaps in vocabulary or grammar so you can fix them. The more you record, the more comfortable you become with speaking English. If you make it a daily habit, your fluency will increase and speaking will feel natural and easy.
Let us move on to strategy 8.
Staying consistent is the most important key to improving your English. Learning a language takes time, patience, and daily effort. Even small steps taken every day lead to big results over time. Skipping days or practicing only once in a while slows down your progress. Consistency trains your brain to remember words, phrases, and grammar naturally. Set a specific time every day for English practice and stick to it. Even 10 or 15 minutes daily is better than a long session once a week. Combine different skills, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, consistently. Make it a habit, like brushing your teeth or drinking water. Track your progress so you can see how far you've come. Celebrate small wins every time you complete a daily practice session. Use reminders, alarms, or journals to keep yourself accountable. Practice even when you feel tired or unmotivated. That's when consistency matters most. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum creates confidence. The more regularly you practice, the faster your English improves. Your brain starts to adapt, and English becomes a natural part of your life. Daily practice strengthens memory, pronunciation, and fluency all together. Consistency also helps reduce fear of making mistakes or speaking incorrectly. If you commit to being consistent, your fluency will grow steadily and powerfully. Remember, small daily steps lead to huge success over time.
Congratulations! You've just discovered 8 powerful strategies to improve your English, and now it's time to put them into action. Remember, fluency does not happen overnight, but with daily practice, patience, and determination, you will get there. Every small step counts. Every sentence you speak, every word you write, every moment you think in English brings you closer to your goal. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are proof that you are learning, proof that you are growing. Keep pushing yourself, stay consistent, and never give up, because your effort today will pay off tomorrow. If you found this video helpful, take a moment to like it. It motivates us to create even more content for you. Share this video with friends who want to improve their English so they can grow too. Leave a comment below. Tell us which strategy you're going to start with today. We love hearing from you. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you never miss new tips and strategies to boost your English. Your journey to fluent English starts now. Stay focused, stay motivated, and keep practicing every single day. Bye-bye. See you in the next video.